Hello everybody, this is Jeff Janess. Welcome to our third lab exercise, just getting to know the ArcGIS Pro interface. In this exercise, we're going to learn how to add a couple of tools so that they are immediately available to us. And just as background, often when we're navigating around in a map, we'll be zooming in and out, we'll be panning around, we'll be zooming to the extents of various features. And as we do this, we often want to step forwards and backwards through our recent history of extents. This is a lot like how you might use the buttons in a web browser to go back and forth through your history of websites that you've visited. This is a really common thing to do in GIS in general, and the way we usually do is by clicking this Map tab, then just clicking on the buttons in the Navigate group. So this one takes us back through various extents, and this one takes us forward through that history of extents. We can also often just right-click on the map itself and choose the function in the drop-down list. However, we're not always in the Map tab, and those items aren't always available in the drop-down list. So a common scenario where they're not available is when we're editing or creating data, or if we're georeferencing images. We're going to get into all that in a future lecture. In the meantime, we are usually here in the Edit tab when we're editing or creating vector data, and we're in this Imagery tab if we're georeferencing images. And don't worry right now if you're not totally sure what vector data is or what it means to georeference images. We're going to cover all that in a future lecture. In the meantime, though, notice that these navigation buttons are not available anywhere here in the Imagery tab, nor are they available anywhere in the Edit tab. And if we're in the middle of some sort of edit session, like maybe I want to edit the wall of fire boundary here, well then if I right-click on the map, I don't have any of those functions to zoom back and forth. Those navigation tools just aren't available in the drop-down menu. So the only way I have to get back is to come click up here, go to the Map tab, and then hit the back button. Then go back to the Edit tab and continue what I'm doing. Now this series of steps just adds a lot of extra distraction to your work, and it adds potential for messing up your edits when you have to click several items to go through these different extents. So one method for simplifying this whole process is just add our two navigation tools to our Quick Access toolbar, and that's what we'll do in this lab. So it's up here in the Quick Access toolbar. We just click this little down arrow. It takes us to the More Commands tab. Choose that. It opens up the ArcGIS Pro Options window for us. By the way, this options, when we change options in this thing, it's going to affect everything about ArcGIS Pro for this project and for future projects. So we add these buttons, they will still be available in future projects. If we don't want that to happen, it's really easy to take these buttons out if you want. Anyway, here we are in the Quick Access toolbar. We want the Previous Extent and Next Extent commands. They aren't in the list of popular commands. They're not in this short list here. So we have to go to the All Commands option. Then we have to type for the name. So let's type in Previous Extent. There it is. We have four options here. Now we're wanting to go back and forth through extents in the maps. So this is the one we want here. We select it, we hit Add. There it is. Okay, good. Now let's get the next extent. Okay, remember we want the one that goes through maps. We click that, hit Add. All right, that's all there is to it. We hit OK. And now they've added these two buttons to our Quick Access toolbar. Notice that they're available even if we're in the Edit tab or in the Imagery tab. If we right-click and we don't have those options here anymore, they're still available up here. So all I have to do is just click it and it takes us back through our extents, just like we want it. Now, like I said, this is now part of the ArcGIS options on your installation of ArcGIS Pro, and therefore it's going to be there the next time you open ArcGIS Pro. If these are commands that you really don't want, then it's easy to get rid of them. Just hit that same button, go to More Commands, just click on it and hit Remove, and then they'll be gone. But personally, I like them, so I'm going to add them back. Okay, and that's it. Thanks so much, everybody.